Have you ever felt like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? If so, you're not alone. Many sensitive souls navigate life feeling overwhelmed by their emotions and the feelings of those around them. This video will uncover how your experiences as a sensitive person have been quietly preparing you for an extraordinary role, that of an empath. Our journey begins in the fertile soil of childhood, where the seeds of sensitivity are often planted. Picture a young child, eyes wide with wonder, absorbing every detail of the world around them. This child feels the sting of harsh words more keenly, the warmth of a kind gesture more deeply. These early experiences shape the sensitive soul, creating a foundation of emotional awareness that runs deep and true. But sensitivity isn't just a product of our environment. It's woven into the very fabric of our being, encoded in our DNA. Some people are born with a heightened sensitivity to stimuli, their nervous systems finely tuned to pick up on the subtlest of cues. This genetic predisposition creates a canvas primed for empathy, ready to be painted with the vivid colors of emotional experience. The world around us plays its part too, sculpting our sensitivity like a river shapes the land. A nurturing environment that validates emotions can help a sensitive child flourish, while a harsh or dismissive one might cause them to retreat inward. Yet even in adversity, sensitivity finds a way to grow, often becoming a powerful tool for survival and understanding. As we mature, our sensitivity becomes both a blessing and a challenge. We notice the flicker of sadness in a friend's eyes that others miss, feel the unspoken tension in a room, and resonate with the joy or pain in a piece of music, as if it were our own. This heightened awareness can be overwhelming, but it also lays the groundwork for a profound connection with the world and those around us. The sensitive soul learns early on that they experience life differently. They might find themselves moved to tears by a beautiful sunset, or deeply affected by the suffering of others, even strangers. These intense reactions can be confusing and sometimes isolating, but they're also the first whispers of a greater calling, the call to empathy. Navigating the world as a highly sensitive person can feel like walking through a minefield of emotions. Imagine stepping out into a crowded street, where every honk of a horn, every furrowed brow, every hurried conversation becomes a tidal wave of sensory input crashing over you. The world doesn't pause for the sensitive soul. It roars on, often leaving them feeling raw and exposed. In the tapestry of daily life, sensitive individuals find themselves catching on every loose thread of emotion. A co-worker's curt response can send them spiraling into self-doubt. The news of a tragedy halfway across the world can leave them feeling hollowed out with grief. Even joyful events can be overwhelming, the happiness so intense it borders on painful. This constant emotional engagement can be exhausting, leaving sensitive souls feeling drained and misunderstood. One of the most significant hurdles for sensitive people is setting and maintaining boundaries. Their natural inclination to help and heal others often leads them to neglect their own needs. They might find themselves saying yes when their heart screams no, or taking on others' problems as if they were their own. This porous nature of their emotional defenses can leave them vulnerable to manipulation and burnout. The heightened awareness that comes with sensitivity also makes them more susceptible to stress and anxiety. The constant processing of emotional and sensory information can leave their nervous system in a state of high alert. Small setbacks that others might brush off can feel like major catastrophes. The weight of this perpetual vigilance can lead to physical symptoms. Headaches, fatigue, and a weakened immune system are common companions for the sensitive soul. Yet, these challenges are not insurmountable. They are, in fact, the very trials that forge a sensitive person into an empath. Each overwhelming experience becomes a lesson in emotional regulation. Every boundary crossed teaches the importance of self-care. The moments of anxiety and stress become opportunities to develop resilience and coping strategies. In facing these challenges head-on, sensitive individuals begin to transform their perceived weaknesses into unique strengths. The metamorphosis from a sensitive soul to an empowered empath is a journey of self-discovery and growth. It begins with a crucial step: recognizing and understanding your own emotions. Imagine standing before a mirror, not of glass, but of your inner self. In this reflection, you start to see the intricate patterns of your emotional landscape. You learn to name the subtle shades of your feelings, to trace their origins, and to accept them without judgment. As you become fluent in the language of your own emotions, something remarkable happens. You develop an uncanny ability to tune into the feelings of others. It's as if you've unlocked a sixth sense, allowing you to pick up on the unspoken undercurrents of human interaction. A friend's forced smile no longer fools you. You feel the sadness behind it. The tension in a room becomes palpable, like static electricity on your skin. This newfound awareness can be overwhelming at first. You might feel like a radio picking up too many stations at once, bombarded by the emotional broadcasts of everyone around you. But with time and practice, you learn to fine-tune this ability. You become adept at distinguishing between your emotions and those of others, a skill that is crucial for any empath. The transformation continues as you start to harness your sensitivity as a strength. What once felt like a burden now becomes a gift. Your ability to deeply understand and connect with others makes you a natural confidant and mediator. You find yourself able to bridge gaps in understanding, to soothe conflicts with your innate grasp of multiple perspectives. Your heightened sensitivity to your environment also becomes an asset. You notice subtle changes in atmosphere, in body language, in tone of voice that others might miss. This awareness allows you to navigate social situations with grace and to anticipate needs before they're expressed. As you embrace your empathic nature, you begin to see the world through a different lens. The pain you feel when witnessing suffering becomes a catalyst for compassion and action. Your joy in others' happiness becomes a wellspring of positivity that uplifts those around you. You start to understand that your sensitivity isn't a flaw to be corrected, but a powerful tool for creating meaningful connections and positive change in the world. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process of self-acceptance, learning, and growth. There will be setbacks and moments of doubt, but with each step forward, you become more comfortable in your role as an empath. You learn to balance your sensitivity with strength, your compassion with boundaries, your emotional depth with resilience. As an empath, your sensitivity is your superpower, but like any great power, it requires careful management. Think of yourself as a skilled artisan, crafting a set of tools designed specifically for your unique abilities. This empath's toolkit is essential for navigating the world while maintaining your emotional well-being. At the heart of your toolkit are techniques for emotional regulation. Picture your emotions as a vast ocean, with waves that can range from gentle ripples to towering tsunamis. Learning to surf these waves becomes crucial. Mindfulness meditation serves as your surfboard, allowing you to ride the swells of emotion without being pulled under. By practicing mindfulness, you develop the ability to observe your feelings without being overwhelmed by them. Grounding exercises become your anchor in stormy emotional seas. These might involve focusing on your breath, feeling your feet firmly planted on the earth, or engaging your senses in the present moment. When you feel yourself being swept away by intense emotions, yours or others, these grounding techniques can bring you back to center. Energy management is another vital component of your toolkit. As an empath, you're like a sponge, absorbing the emotional energy around you. Learning to wring out this sponge regularly is crucial for your well-being. Visualize a protective bubble around yourself, one that allows you to connect with others while filtering out excessive emotional input. This imagery can help you maintain your empathic abilities without becoming drained. Physical self-care also plays a key role in managing your energy. Regular exercise becomes a way to release pent-up emotions and recharge your batteries. Time spent in nature acts as a reset button, allowing you to shed accumulated emotional residue and reconnect with your inner calm. Perhaps the most challenging but essential tool in your kit is the art of setting healthy boundaries. For many empaths, saying no feels like severing a connection. But boundaries are not walls, they're bridges that allow for healthier, more sustainable relationships. Start small, perhaps by taking a few minutes of alone time each day, or by politely declining invitations when you're feeling emotionally saturated. Learn to recognize the signs of emotional overload in your body. Does your chest tighten? Do you get headaches? These physical cues can serve as early warning systems, prompting you to implement your self-care strategies before you reach the point of exhaustion. Remember, developing these tools takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself as you learn to wield your empathic abilities with skill and grace. Each day presents new opportunities to refine your techniques and expand your toolkit. With consistent effort, you'll find yourself not just surviving as an empath, but thriving. In a world that often seems cold and disconnected, empaths stand as beacons of compassion and understanding. Your role in society is far more significant than you might realize. You are the healers, the peacemakers, the bridges between hearts and minds. Your ability to sense and respond to the emotional needs of others makes you an invaluable presence in both personal relationships and broader community settings. Imagine a world without empaths. It would be a place lacking in deep connection, bereft of the nuanced understanding that you bring to every interaction. Your presence adds color to the emotional landscape, turning what might be a black and white existence into a rich, vibrant tapestry of human experience. In the workplace, empaths often become the unsung heroes. Your intuitive understanding of team dynamics can diffuse tensions before they escalate. Your ability to read between the lines in communications can prevent misunderstandings and foster a more harmonious environment. Leaders who are empaths bring a unique style of management, one that values emotional intelligence and creates spaces where all team members feel heard and valued. On a larger scale, empaths play a crucial role in social movements and humanitarian efforts. Your deep sense of compassion often drives you to stand up for the voiceless and fight for justice. You feel the pain of societal issues on a visceral level, which can spur you into action. Many of the world's greatest advocates for change have been empaths, their sensitivity serving as the fuel for their passion and perseverance. In personal relationships, your empathic abilities create bonds of extraordinary depth. Friends and family members often turn to you as a source of comfort and understanding. Your capacity to truly listen, not just to words, but to the emotions behind them, makes you a powerful source of support and healing for those around you. However, the true power of an empath lies not just in what they can do for others, but in how they can transform themselves and their own lives. As you learn to harness your empathic abilities, you'll find a sense of purpose that goes beyond the ordinary. You'll discover that your sensitivity allows you to experience life with an intensity and richness that many never know. This journey of self-discovery and service to others brings its own rewards. There's a profound sense of fulfillment in knowing that your natural gifts are making a real difference in the world. You'll find joy in the connections you forge, strength in the challenges you overcome, and wisdom in the insights your sensitivity brings you. Your journey from a sensitive soul to an empowered empath is a testament to the strength that lies within you. Every tear shed, every overwhelming moment, every instance of feeling too much has been preparing you for this role. As an empath, you possess the extraordinary ability to bring more compassion, understanding, and healing to a world that desperately needs it. Remember, your sensitivity is not a weakness, It's your greatest gift to yourself and to the world around you.